Hello.
Oh, hello, I had a spider on my face. I had a spider crawling across my face.
Are you frightened of spiders?
No, I'm not frightened of spiders. In fact, I really
You've
like
still got it crawling in your
spiders.
face. It's nearly going in your mouth. It's on your lip. I think you've just swallowed it.
But do you know how
This
many...
is high drama
do you
from
know
the
how
very
many
beginning.
spiders cross your face when you're sleeping per year?
Is it 1 million?
5, I've heard.
5 or 7, between 5 or 7. And you know when you know that myth where you can like get an eighth of an orgasm by like stroking your knee, somebody else's knee.
That myth.
Then if you do that to a spider on all of their knees at the same time, it would be a full orgasm for that spider.
Is that why the
So
spider
if
was on
you-
your face? Because you were stroking its 8 little knees and hoping for a sex week?
What an intro.
Oh, this is Footballland.
Yeah, this is...
Building a theme park with $1 billion
Yeah.
In pretend.
in Qatar. And it's the world's first football theme park.
And only.
And only, built in the land of the sand. We've got 25 square miles and we are building rides for that bad boy ready to open
Yeah.
circa 2022 World Cup.
Yeah.
We've got so many rides to build. I mean,
A lot.
It's a good job it's a winter World Cup because we're running a bit short of time
Absolutely.
to have it built by the summer.
nice of them to change it for us.
Mm.
So please, we need to fill this theme park. So please,
Yeah, give
if you're
us an
listening,
idea.
give us an idea.
Give us an idea.
Send us your ideas.
We like your ideas.
Send us your jingles.
We'll talk about them.
Yeah,
we'll
we do,
talk about
we
your
do.
ideas and
We
we'll
do.
instate them into the
And we'll
park.
play those jingles.
We'll play
yeah.
those jingles.
And the jingle.
Jingles like this.
Foot. Foot. Footballland.
Okay, Ryan, you have an idea.
I do. Even though I might not be on your side, Anthony,
Yeah.
in terms of the reality side, and I might not be on your side, Mark, in terms of this is a total fantasy side, I like to land somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
I still like to approach the park in a professional manner.
Oh, of course.
It's
yeah,
a business.
Yeah. It's a business.
And you'll know me for looking at things in a very business manner and going,
Absolutely.
okay,
Business.
not long now until we launch, until
Yeah.
we open.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What's missing? Now, this ride, I'm going to call it, I'll just say the name now.
Right, okay.
Right. Brian Kids.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Goats.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Is it children?
Yes.
Child goats.
No.
But that's what a kid is.
Yes.
Okay.
Is
But
it
there's not
Billy
any,
the kid?
It's not like kind of...
It's not milking.
It's not like fawns or whatever those other things are. It's not like half children, half goats.
Centaurs.
It's not centaurs and that type of thing. We'll get to it. Because...
What you got there, Brian, kid? Oh, it's just a half child, half
Don't
goat.
jump the gun.
Oh, my
'cause
my wife is a horse, so it's,
there's a really important thing you've touched on there. But Footballland needs a creche.
Yeah,
We've got the holding midfielder.
We have.
Sort of started like a creche.
it did.
It was, somewhere where you could put a child, and then that holding midfielder carried that child around all day, and then that I think went on that they got massive. The footballers did. I don't know how we did that. Whether they were robots or
They were
what.
always robots, and they carried
Right.
around the
Yeah.
child in the belly of themselves,
Yes,
like
exactly.
Krang
And
from Teenage Mutant
Yeah,
Ninja.
that then expanded into the whole family.
Right.
And we kind of use it as a taxi service. So I was thinking, we're actually still missing a creche.
Yeah.
Because everybody should be able to go to Footballland, particularly with,
With child.
with child, yeah. But Footballland is not
arms.
necessarily a place for children. It's
No.
very dangerous. It's very
Yeah.
sexy. It's very naked.
It's so sexy,
And
isn't
so
it,
there
at
might be
times?
just somewhere you want to put your kids
Yeah.
away from all of this.
While you're going
All
on
the
a naked
naked
Steve.
death.
Yeah.
Naked.
It's literally any ride in Footballland. So what Brian Kids is, it's somewhere where you put your kids.
Right.
Brian Kidd is good with kids.
Oh, for goodness sake.
But-
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He's only one man.
Yeah.
And so if there's a large creche full of many children, I thought, what better way to keep control of those kids
Yeah.
than employing goats?
Yeah.
Because goats like to climb on things.
They do.
Yeah,
They do.
Mountain goats. Yeah.
Mountain goats very much. Watch YouTube. They climb on anything.
Yeah.
They like to ride other goats, by just getting on them.
Yeah.
Sheep, dogs, not sheepdogs, maybe sheepdogs, anything. Goats will get on anything. There's even, you can get goat yoga where you do yoga positions and the goat just gets on top of you. And so each child is assigned a goat. And the reason why that is because Brian is getting on a bit. He's a bit elderly. He's one man. He can only look after so many children. You know, like lots of grandparents are doing childcare these days, but, you know, 1 or 2 or 3, not, I don't know, 42 in this.
Oh, yeah.
So we assign each child with a goat. The goat gets on it. And what do goats do?
Prizes.
Yes.
They eat anything.
They will, yes. Maybe less of the eating. Maybe we'll put the kids in like a helmet.
Oh, they produce milk.
Yeah, they do that as well.
For the children to suckle on.
Yeah, and they also...
Well, I mean, like, you don't need to... You know, Margaret Thatcher took away a generation's milk. Let's give it back. You've just got to...
goat teats.
You've just got to...
That is a lovely Brucey bonus. I hadn't considered that a child might reach up to the goat on its head...
Nature's vending machine.
And just milk that goat right into its mouth. The thing I was thinking that goats do a lot is that they bleat, don't they?
They do bleat.
Yeah. And then there's the screaming ones.
Yeah, the screamers.
So this is just a very simple way, probably the simplest way I can think of keeping track of children. Goat per child, goat on the child, goat making noise.
Yeah.
So if any child is lost at any point, you just follow the sound of the goat.
Yeah.
Right. Goats have different voices as well. We know this.
Yeah.
Different voices. Have you ever been through a field?
Yeah.
With sheep? And I know they're different, but sheep and goats are very similar. If you ever listen to sheep's bleating, barring, they all sound different. They've got different voices. It's like some of them have different accents.
Yeah.
We get, so what is the capacity of this creche? 42?
Well, I mean... Look, if you want to make it Brian Kidd, let's make it 92.
Yeah,
if,
92.
If we're actually
92.
trying to keep this theme
Class
park
of 92
on a football theme.
Brian Kidd's class of 92 kids.
Yeah.
Right. So 92 goats. A goat from every club in England.
Oh, yes.
Because there's 92 clubs.
Yeah.
And so 92 different regions of goats. So each of them has a different voice.
Aye, man.
Yeah.
It's the Jamaican goat.
You have 92 different goats.
92 different goats, yeah.
And that way, you know, you put a child with a goat and you'd be like, right, Johnny Papa, whatever the child's called.
Johnny Papa? Papa is middle name?
Yeah, let's remember that he is going with this goat from
maybe the
Derby
goats are
County.
wearing club crest.
Yeah, club crest, but like that goat sounds a bit like, all right, duck, Derby.
Yeah, Derby's difficult. East Mids, even though
East
my
Mids,
accent is technically half
but they say
East
duck
Mids.
a lot, don't they?
Shouldn't it be a ram?
They'll say Adu cock.
Yeah, cock. They say cock a lot. Yeah.
Cock.
Best not with a crash.
Yeah.
But I'd say to the goat, mate, your dialect, we love it. We want to keep it. And that's why things like the
that be a
British Museum
ram?
and the library, they do actually collect accents and they store them.
Yeah.
But don't say cock around the creche. That's what I'd say to that goat.
That's the motto, isn't it?
Yeah.
Brian kids, we won't say cock.
Yeah. Well,
We're from Derby.
Yeah.
I mean, you come around to mottos. I think the motto of this is that Brian Kidd is somebody that ensures success. You will not lose a child.
No.
We will not lose a child on this because Brian Kidd, everywhere he goes, they win. Obviously, maybe some people don't know, Brian Kidd scored in United's first European Cup victory.
Yeah.
Managed to switch allegiances, went to City.
Yeah.
He did the Dennis Law.
But so successful.
Yeah.
And what you're saying is, why wouldn't he have that same success in a creche?
Well, completely. But there's one key thing. So other than the large, the reason why this is successful, so your smaller children, the ones that people really care about, the young ones, vulnerable ones.
Yeah.
I think the size of the goat or the kid is pinning this kid down.
Right.
So that kid's not getting anywhere.
No.
Those two kids are staying put.
Kid squared.
As long as the kid is also staying still.
Happy to be trapped under a goat.
No, the other kid.
Yeah.
The kid.
Yeah.
The goat.
The kid won.
Yeah.
So bouncy kid.
Yeah, it won't. It won't move because you can tranquilize some of them.
Yeah, exactly. And why wouldn't we? And but what's really crucial...
If one of those goats misbehaves, they are going down.
Yeah. What's really, really, really important in any creche is that you get your children back.
Yeah.
Now, if you want your children back from Brian Kidd and Brian Kidd's kids, you can't acknowledge him in any way.
No.
It's a bit like a Medusa thing.
Uh-huh.
If you look at him, if you acknowledge in any way that he's done a good job,
your child will turn into a goat.
Yeah. Let's go for that. I mean, I was just going to chuck it in a bin.
I'm confused now. Why?
Basically, Brian Kidd's Medusa.
Yeah. What?
If you acknowledge Brian Kidd while picking up your child from the creche,
why?
Then your child will turn into a goat.
Because
it's cursed.
Not because it's cursed.
Oh, right.
Because Brian Kidd has been so successful everywhere he's been, but it's never acknowledged.
Never acknowledged.
Never acknowledged.
A bit like Mike Phelan.
Yeah,
but if you're Brian Kidd, would you not want to be acknowledged?
No, because you don't want any children turning into a goat.
Yeah,
under your watch.
Do we soft pedal this in the marketing?
Yeah, we don't need to.
No, I think everybody should know.
Right,
everybody,
just for their own safety.
No, we don't tell them. I'm saying that they should know.
Oh, right.
And if they don't, it's on their head.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Everybody should know that you don't acknowledge Brian Kidd's success. You just go, oh, there's that kindly old man. You can look at him in a reflection.
Like you can look at him in a reflection,
but you can't
in a puddle of goat urine on the floor.
Yeah,
you could look up at Brian Kidd through that
100%, or even like the sheen of the cream of a goat milk.
Yeah,
that some naughty rapscallion has been milking for the 4 hours you've been, left them unattended at kids. I think that's fine. It's like the Wizard of Oz. He's like, I don't know about Geppetto. Maybe he was fairly friendly, but
Brian Kidd is Geppetto in
you
a way.
could maybe glance on him.
Yeah.
What happens if you don't abide by that and you look at him full on? Is it like the Medusa you turn to stone?
No, your child turns into a goat, Mark.
Yeah. And then the class of 92 expands. By the class of 93. Maybe we even start with 4 goats. We tell none of the parents. You'll get, thank you very much for looking after our child. And that's how we expand. Why buy goats when we can turn other people's children into goats?
Also, we need to have a meritocracy for these goats. Okay, if you're good at your job, I'm talking relegation, promotion. At Wimbledon, ball boys and ball girls, right? Centre court is seen as the pinnacle of your ball boying. By the way, they're only paid about 200 quid for the fortnight. They're very underpaid, these ball children.
Ball bods.
If they do well, they get promoted.
Technically, they are called bags.
They get promoted through the courts and relegated.
Ooh.
So final.
When you say through the courts,
men's and gentlemen's and ladies finals, as they're called on centre court, are the best, the cream of the crop of both.
Yes.
And don't forget that court 18 is a good court. So you got to think. I think court 6 or court 5, they're rubbish courts. Yeah. So you get relegated down to those courts. So what I'm saying is, these goats, if you do a good job, you can promote yourself all the way up.
Totally.
And you don't have to be tranquilised anymore.
Exactly, completely that. So the ones that start out with the little ones, and all they're going to do is stay still. If they can't stay still, then they're tranquilised.
Yeah,
100%. And also, if you're just like a child with aspirations of becoming, I don't know, a fireman or a spaceman, and you get turned into a goat, it doesn't end there.
No,
you can go up that ladder.
Yeah.
You can go up that ladder and look after the most raucous, rambunctious child.
Yeah,
and just in case this was in any doubt, which I don't think it is, because I think this is, nailed on for an eye. The best thing about Brian Kidd's kids, the class of 92 kids, is that it's got no fences.
No fences, no, of course not.
It's got no structure. It's not like a creche, glass walls or anything like that. It's just kids free roaming. They can do whatever they want, but there's obviously a goat attached to them, on probably on their head, teetering on their head. Yeah. Very good at balancing. Just meh, meh. But obviously in accents. May I have a right, Skip? There's the Birmingham City goat. And you're like, oh yeah, your kid's over in CONCACAF, because we could just hear straining to hear.
It's 25 miles away, but we can just still hear it.
Exactly. And so very cheap. And like I said, think about it. We could maybe start with 4 goats, and then as the children get turned into goats, it's paying for itself.
No litter pickers.
True.
Because these goats eat anything. So you can toss your rubbish anywhere in Footballland because a goat will eat it with a child attached.
Yeah.
And that is the real reason for this ride.
Very eco-friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't need to pay.
COP26 approved.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. We need to vote on this one.
Okay. All those in favour of Brian Kids, the class of 92 kids, if you want it in Footballland, come and roll up and say it with an I after 3. 3, 2, 1. I.
It's a no from me.
Oh.
Absolute nonsense.
Things have gotten spicy in the Footballland tent.
Son, tell them about Footballland.
Footballland is the one for me. Footballland is the one for me. Good for you and your baby. Yeah.
Footballland. I love it. I actually do.
I have an idea for a ride, and it's called Bouncy Newcastle Hypnotising Sports Wash.
It's catchy.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is that not enough people outside of Newcastle are aware of the fact that, you know, the new owners are really nice guys and, you know, they represent a sort of really ethical regime. Okay?
Yeah, that's a given.
I think that's a given, and everyone in Newcastle now realises that.
Yeah.
I think we need to expand that so that everyone knows that and not just Newcastle United fans. Yeah. Okay? So I'm promoting and presenting to you my vision of a giant bouncy castle in the middle that's a replica of St James's Park, that once you get on it and have a bounce, you come off it realising the truth about, you know, not listening to the propaganda of the West. I'm suggesting we get a giant St James's Park replica bouncy castle that you...
Quite lopsided, isn't it?
Yeah, it is quite... I'm glad someone said that. I don't... basically, if there's a big wind, it will get caught and blow away. So I'm just hoping there's not a wind. Let's put it in a giant dome.
Yeah.
That can get hot, can't it?
Yeah.
Domes can get hot. If we put a giant glass dome over it, let's get it hot. And this will tie into there's a reason for us needing it hot.
Yeah.
But practically St James's lopsided park will not blow over if it's a giant bouncy castle, but also there's a reason for it being hot. You go in, you bounce around, and if you're a Geordie, you don't have to wear a t-shirt. You can wear your normal clothing, i.e. you just go topless. That's great.
Yeah.
If you're not from Newcastle, feel free. You can bounce around with clothes on. You can.
Yeah.
But if you want to take your top off, you can.
Yeah.
Now, in the heat of Qatar under this dome, you are going to get moist, you're going to get sweaty, especially in the heat, you know, and especially bouncing around. I don't know about you. Have you ever bounced around on a bouncy castle topless? Like the latex against your skin, it can make you sweat. Yeah. It can make you really sweaty.
You can get chafe burns as well.
Yeah. You're going to smell. Okay. So on comes a ambassador of Newcastle United. I'm talking Warren Barton, Tino Asprilla, Lumana Lualua, John Beresford, Shearer as well. Shearer's very outspoken, but Shearer was outspoken against the old owners, but the new owners, they've got more money, so I think they're okay.
He loves them.
So yeah,
he is well up on how good they are.
So let's bring them on with sponges, and they've done a hypnotism course. Okay,
the sponges have
no the players. Right. We've put them. We just sit them in with Paul McKenna for like 2 hours or however long it takes to become a really good hypnotist. 20, and if you're sweaty, they'll sponge you down whilst looking into your eyes and hypnotising you and just telling you how good the new owners of Newcastle United are and how, like, you're falling for the Western propaganda. They wash you down.
Yeah. And
you come out of there cleansed, not just bodily, but brainily.
Oh, yeah.
And that is...
Okay, some questions.
Yeah, that is it.
First question.
Yeah, go on.
What is this?
It's a big
Can
bouncy...
I just ask my first question as well? What?
It's a big bouncy castle.
Okay, so it's a bouncy castle.
Yeah.
Right, tick.
St James's Park.
Yeah.
Are you going to get sweaty on it? Yes.
Yes. So there's a queue, I'm assuming.
Well, yeah, obviously, right, mate. So I mean, it's not a free-for-all.
And then so in the queue, what's happening? We're asking people, are you aware of how lovely Saudi Arabia is?
No.
Right.
You just jump on.
Okay.
It's only when you're on and you're being lathered and you're being hypnotised by a Newcastle United ambassador that you're then sort of your
But
mind
what
has
if you're
changed.
already really into Saudi?
You don't need to go on the bouncy castle.
Yeah, but you
Right.
won't know that if
Yeah.
the purpose of the bouncy castle is not revealed up
Well,
front.
you're just having a lovely time on a bouncy castle. They've been washed by Les Ferdinand.
But then having a wash and coming out saying, I used to love Saudi Arabia. Now I really love them.
Exactly, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But like, it would win over even the most sceptical person.
I'm wondering if the bouncy castle element is strictly necessary.
Yeah.
How else would you get washed down after doing something?
Anywhere, sheep dip.
But
I
why
mean,
would
it
you?
could be car wash.
But why would you voluntarily go for a wash?
Why
would you want to
why
go
does
and get
it
washed
have
by like
to be a wash?
Warren Barton? Because
Like
that's how they hypnotise you.
My mum did hypnotherapy to
Yeah.
give up smoking in the 80s.
Uh-huh.
She didn't go on a bouncy castle and then have a wash.
Well, that's what sports washing is.
Sports washing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Did
that's
you
what
mention
sports washing is.
It was in the title, but it was so long ago.
Yeah.
That's what
okay.
sports washing is, mate.
There was so
I
much.
don't know if
bouncy
you know
castle.
this, but like people are buying football clubs to like
No,
as
I'm aware
kind of like
aware of all that. I'm just,
you know to
just
sort of rub under the
questioning
carpet some of the ethical practices,
I'm-
and it's PR. It's a
I'm
PR
well
exercise.
aware of all of that. I'm just
But then like
wondering.
you get washed. You get washed by like
Okay, so
you get washed
washing
by,
is
like,
of metaphorical
Shay
importance.
Given.
Not here,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
literal.
or Steve,
Yeah.
Steve Harper.
So you wouldn't be up for something that is just full on, straight up hypnotising.
Well, no, because you don't get washed then, do you?
You don't get
What-
washed.
what
so
about the
now I
Newcastle-
see the importance of washing.
The Newcastle team bath sports washing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's got to be a bouncy Newcastle
Why?
Why?
because I think we've got enough team baths.
Have we?
We need a bouncy castle because it's fun. It draws people on. Like if you're going to, like if you want some fun, go on this ride. But by the way, you're going to get hypnotised.
I once went on a bouncy castle after having a single glass of wine.
Oh.
And I know. But 3 minutes on a bouncy castle with a bit of alcohol in you,
Yeah.
I came off absolutely hammered.
Wow.
Absolutely shit-faced.
Yeah, because that's the yeast. It's the yeast
Is it?
multiplying. Yeah,
Well, it was something
yeast.
happened.
It's multiplying.
If a cheaper way to get hammered on a Saturday night is to hire a bouncy castle,
Yeah, 75
just
quid
have
for
a
the day.
little nip of wine,
Yeah.
and then just go on that and you're happy days.
But no, you need the bouncy castle.
Yeah.
Qatar and Saudi Arabia,
Yeah,
not pals.
not pals.
Do
Hence
you-
the need for a bouncy castle.
Wow, is
A
that
Trojan horse, mate.
Oh,
Do we have to get the Qatari authorities on that bouncy castle before it's
Yeah,
bought?
I think we should definitely clear this with the Qataris first, because this could get us Footballland ejected from Qatar. They're very sensitive about
Yeah.
the Saudis.
Mm.
Unless, as Mark says, you get those Qatari officials onto your bouncy castle first.
Oh gosh,
So
yeah.
maybe you, as you say, Trojan horse, you're going to have to dress that St James's Park up as a Parc de France
Yeah,
and get them on it first.
yeah.
Not to influence the vote, but I do like the new level of scrutiny that having us all in the same space has brought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's jeopardy.
There is real jeopardy.
There's
now.
real jeopardy.
Because we can see each other
Mm.
and I can see you making this up
Yeah.
on the spot.
Right.
Just pulling that. So
Yeah.
really drawing that out of your bum hole.
Yeah.
Really
But
just...
like Lycan's Dragon's Den,
yeah.
when they suddenly have to change their whole business model on the spot because Deborah Meaden's asked them a funny question, which is quite a basic question.
Yeah.
No, I feel that you guys have helped with the dome, and now we've put the dome in, we can't go back. I'm afraid we can't go back.
Oh, I've been sports watched. I think this is brilliant.
I've been washing your balls as I've been talking.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I'm happy. That's why I want to run the risk with this.
Yeah.
Like I just want to throw ideas out there.
Yeah.
It's brave.
And if it gets nailed, I couldn't give a fuck. So, all in favour of bouncing Newcastle's hypnotising sports wash, say aye. 3, 2, 1, aye.
Nay. Oh, I had to.
You had
I
to-
don't want to upset the Qataris, which is not a thing
Fair.
I like to
Yeah,
say,
fair.
but it does jeopardise the whole business.
It does, yeah. But it's in.
But on the plus side, my testes and bum are meadow fresh.
Ooh.
Just what is it that you want to do?
We won go Footballland,
and we want to have a good time.
Mark, what have you got for us, Mark?
Okay. My idea is called Ronaldo's Rocket.
Okay.
We all know who Ronaldo is.
Yeah.
He's a player who currently
Brazilian.
plies his trade. No, not that Ronaldo.
Oh,
No, this is
shame.
Cristiano.
Oh, that one.
Smells like greatness. Number
Greatness.
7 for currently playing his trade at Manchester United. So I don't know if you guys remember. You probably do. A few weeks ago now, Andros Townsend scored for Everton and did the famous Cristiano Ronaldo, I believe it's called the Siiiiiiiuu, as in Spanish for yes.
That not you're talking about?
Yeah, jump in the air, spin round, and spread your arms as if you're saying yes. Andros Townsend did it the other day, and I was convinced he was taking the piss.
Oh,
and
massively. Of course
so
he was.
The media present, and he realised at the post-match interview, I've sort of done something a little bit. I've dissed someone that probably is too powerful to be dissed. So he pretended, oh no, he's a massive idol of mine.
Yeah.
I wasn't taking the mickey, he clearly was. So it got me thinking, lots of people, like you see in park football, people do that to, like, I'm Cristiano Ronaldo. They're clearly not. So I thought we could offer people the chance to do the ultimate Cristiano Ronaldo celebration.
Yeah.
Now, for me, the key part of doing that celebration is height. The height you achieve on the jump, spin round and land. So it's all about getting people as high as possible.
Yeah.
There is a spate at the moment. I don't know if you've read the news, but there's a spate of very rich people chucking themselves into space. Jeff Bezos of Amazon fame and billionaire status, multi-billionaire status, has built a knob rocket. It looks like a manhood. It looks like a pinush.
Yeah.
And for a few billion quid, it gets him up into space, and then everything breaks, and just the bell end comes back down.
Yeah.
And the whole thing lasts, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shatner liked it.
Shatner had a lovely time.
Shatner,
Captain Kirk, yes. The oldest man in space.
At the time.
Yeah.
I've always thought, like, if I was going to die, well, I am going to die.
Yeah, if you were.
But when I know, like, if I got a terminal illness, like, do you reckon they'd fire me off into space as far as possible? So if I just said, I'm going to die, put me in a rocket, fire me, go, and give me like a radio, and I just tell them what I'm seeing as I'm going. Do you think they'd be up for that?
What, NASA?
Yeah, NASA. All the Russians, all the Chinese.
Or, there's a National Space Centre in near Milton Keynes.
Yeah.
Near, like, Nottingham or somewhere.
Well, yeah.
So what are they doing?
In Leicestershire, yeah.
I don't know what they're doing. They've probably got, like, what? Who have Britain sent into space? Wallace and Gromit, and that's it, isn't it?
Tim Peake was up there for a little while.
Yeah. With Wallace and Gromit.
With
Wallace and
Gromit. Eating cheese on the moon. But I just think, like, I could be the person, not just the oldest person, I could be the first dead person in space. That would be pretty awesome.
I'm
also,
sure there's been more than... Has no one died in space?
Well, on the way. There were plenty of animals, I'm sure.
The first dog in space didn't come back.
Yeah.
The first monkey in space didn't come back.
But yeah, I could go for miles and miles, and I could be the furthest human. Why isn't anyone doing that? Why aren't people queuing up to be catapulted
How qualified
into space?
would you be to describe what you're seeing?
I've got eyes.
Yeah.
But I've got a fairly broad vocabulary.
Yeah. And you're good. Technically, you could do the mic check.
Yeah.
Or, Felix Baumgartner dropped from space.
Yes.
Why don't you go up to the same platform he dropped from?
Yeah. Just jump off the other way.
Just do a poo. What? Pull your pants down, do a poo, and then be like, sorry guys, that's it, I'm off now. And then just end it that way.
How would you die? Would you jump off the platform or just stay there?
You just stay
shrivel up there. What if it takes another 6 months to pass away?
Well,
you've done your poo. You've had your moment. The world's waiting for you to pop your clogs. You're still there.
Defining and final moment is you want to leave a dirty protest on the earth.
Yeah, like a sort of like a screw you to the world.
That is strange, and then you just curl up on a diving platform. Wait.
And also, I'm forgetting that it's not actually a special diving platform that they've just left up there for him.
Yeah, no, they didn't build he didn't climb up on a ladder. A couple of years climbing up that ladder.
Also forgetting that you're getting your ass out in space. It's going to freeze off before you've got your poo out.
Oh, yeah, you'd have to have one in like a little jiffy bag.
Or if you knew you were going to die, just drop your cax, do the poo, but your bum follows. It's the ultimate follow-through, isn't it?
The ultimate follow-through.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about helping to fund Jeff Bezos, because he has spent to date $5.5 billion of his own money on this.
Yeah.
And the highest auction has accepted is $28 million. So that's not cost effective. I think we can help him out. If we can put someone on a rocket, so he has to hang around a bit longer than usual before launch,
right?
Whilst someone who's paid us scores a goal, and if they're shit at football, that's going to take a while. But then when they're running in glory to do the sea,
they jump up.
They jump into the rocket.
Oh, they jump in.
They go to the
edge of space.
Well, beyond the edge of space. They leave the Earth's atmosphere.
Yeah.
They come back 20 minutes later.
Yeah.
And then they get to go yitty.
So do they come back down on a parachute or do they come back down in the plane?
In the plane, and then get out.
It's the Bezos Belland. It's not the Branson Belland. It's the Branson's the plane.
That's the galactic.
Yeah.
What's it called?
So Bezos is one. Disintegrates in space.
But no.
Not the top bit. Not the bit you're sitting in.
No, obviously
Shatner
not.
didn't disintegrate in space.
Left a hologram.
And on the way down, there's Anthony's bum.
It must be reusable.
It must be.
I don't think it is.
It's not the rocket bit not reusable.
The rocket bit definitely not reusable. No. I don't think the capsule's reusable.
That's
because
because Shatner left an absolute stench in there.
He bought a load of crisps. He had a can of Coke in there that went haywire.
You cannot
they
use that
can't
place again.
get that clean.
No, I can't believe you scrutinised my bouncy castle this much in retrospect. So you're basically saying that you score a goal on a football pitch, or is it just like in a sort of five-a-side sort of goal with a animatronic keeper?
No, I think it's a full-on competitive game.
So it could be any so it's like golden goal in a game of 11-a-side football. Whoever scores, they get to do that they go into space.
Yeah.
The ultimate celebration. Yeah. The ultimate prize for winning a next goal wins game of football in Footballland. Only one of you gets to do it. So you'll put in like how much? Like £1 million?
Well, the cheapest he's accepted as a winning auction bid is 28 million.
Right, so that divided by 22 is just over £1 million each.
But we're fronting that cost.
Yeah, we're
so it's free.
For the fund, not for us. We've got to pay.
We've got to pay shitloads, Mark.
Yeah,
we've got to pay. How many times are we doing this?
It's quite strange that you've taken pity on the world's most richest man ever.
No, because he's misunderstood.
Also, this
people think he's doing it for narcissistic look at me reasons.
Right.
He's not. He is investing in the future of humanity.
But this game of football is going to be shocking. Like, if you've got 22 players and each of them wants to be the person that scores, what kind of formation are you going to have? You're not going to have any defenders. Glorious. You're not going to have any keepers. Yeah. Like, all of you, like, it's going to be like a playground game of football.
Well, maybe we do Wembley singles then, and it's one end only. So you do have an incentive to defend because you don't want anyone else to score.
Okay. So it's Wembley/World Cup singles when each of you are just facing against one goal. So the goalkeeper's always the same, and it's David Seaman.
Yes, it's definitely David Seaman. So 28 people then, and maybe we do ask them to front up £1 million
each. Yeah, because I just think
because you're never going to get a cheaper opportunity to go up on the Bezos Belland.
So it's going to be 28 extremely wealthy millionaires.
Not necessarily. I'm tempted to save up and have a bash at that.
Or it could be like,
Shatner
like in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, if you get a golden ticket.
Yeah.
So you could have, some people paying, but we get like one
like
Charlie.
A scholarship.
Like, if we see any person, we put an advert out. Do you sleep in a bed with all your grandparents? If so, come to space.
Yeah. It smells like greatness. I mean, this is Harry Potter all over again. He didn't have the money to go to Hogwarts.
He lived under the stairs.
He lived under the stairs.
Yeah.
He had no money. He got a scholarship.
Yeah.
So this is us giving a scholarship for someone to go into space, even if they don't want to.
And he
best
bummed
of all, he definitely did. Best of all, we don't tell people. We don't tell people. Where did that come
Did you
from?
just exclaim out of nowhere? And you know he bombed that owl.
You know it.
Yeah.
You know it. How else did they bring him to Hogwarts?
What, the owl or him? You say
Him.
he was still attached to the owl,
but they're just
and that owl
like,
flew him.
do you want to come to this mythical, like, nonsense place? You're like, no. Like,
I'm loving life under the stairs.
yeah, but you're like, there's loads of owls here. You're like a shot.
I'm balls deep in one of them,
Yeah,
fellas.
like I think that's the reason that happened. I don't know. I haven't read the book.
I think it might be good for this goal celebration if you don't know that that's what's going to happen at the end.
Yeah.
you
score and we bundle you in, and suddenly you're on the edge of space.
What?
What? How did this
If
happen?
you permit me a flight of fantasy for a second, I'm just going to propose a
That's what it should be called.
Oh, brilliant.
a slightly different direction for this.
Mm.
Right, quite a number of people in the world like Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Second best footballer of all time.
Equal to that number or more hate Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Now, if this were a game, well, not even a game, fuck it. It's a Blue Peter charity totalizer. And we get the world to chip in 28 million quid to do what I said, right? With which I would like to be fired. I would like to be fired into space and never come back if I was dying. Right. Can we not? Because the best thing about the Ronaldo celebration is that he's going up. The shittest bit about it is when he comes back down and he's still here. Could we not get the world
then he
to
does that and
chip
says
in
yes in Spanish. 28
million quid just to fuck Ronaldo off on a rocket
Yeah.
and never comes back? So he
Yeah.
just goes,
He's not moving that quickly.
And he looks in the capsule.
Yeah.
Who's in there with him?
Yeah.
Shatner.
And he's got another can of fizzy pop. He's just about to open it.
I would love it if we could get 28 million quid together just to fire Ronaldo into space, far away from us as possible.
Yeah.
That would be. Imagine that as a centerpiece in Footballland. We invite Ronaldo. He's playing in the squeaky bomb time arena for the first time. He's going to score.
Of course he is, because he's playing against the Faroe Islands.
Yeah, he's going to hang about in the six-yard box. He's going to score a tap-in. He's going to go over like he scored a fucking Andros Townsend worldie. He's going to do that. He's going to jump in the rocket. See you later, pal.
Siiiiiiuuu. Later.
See
Brilliant.
you later. Get to know your capsule, mate. It's Shatner. And he's not washed.
Unwashed Shatner.
He's not been hypnotised. He's not popped to the Newcastle bouncy castle of ball bag washing. He's just got straight in the capsule in 50-degree heat, and he's been in there eating crisps and coke, waiting for you to score, and now you're trapped in him for all eternity. And aliens are going to pick you up light years from now and go, what's going on with these two?
Yeah, no, that's far better.
I think that's good because, you know, I don't want another game of Wembley singles at Footballland.
Yeah, that's true.
So, Mark.
Anything to avoid that, really.
Yeah.
In fact, we've got $1 billion, so we don't even need to wait for the Blue Peter totalizer to reach.
We just pay.
We can, but I guess it's sort of a bit
It's
like
investment from the humanity.
Well, it's also we can't be the people. We can't be sued if everybody's done it.
No.
It's a bit like a class action lawsuit. Everybody has collectively gone, just get rid of the bastard.
Yeah.
I can't take him anymore.
Okay.
Maybe he would expire from just doing like I did, a really long see, because he's waiting to come back down and thinking, this is not, surely they're not going to, this isn't it.
This isn't going to be it. He'd think, oh my God, I'm in a rocket. This is brilliant.
He's
for at
seen
least 5 minutes.
Yeah, he's seen it on Instagram. He thinks like, I'm with Shatner. Shatner likes doing this. Shatner's going to come back down because Shatner's done this already. Shatner's done this once. Shatner's a pro, he knows. But then actually, when 20 minutes have elapsed and you've not hit that parallax or whatever, that bit at the top.
Yeah, parabola, isn't it?
Parabola,
yeah. That. You've not done that. And all of a sudden the moon's getting closer. He's still going,
What's in it for Shatner? How do we convince him to do this?
Because when he came out of Shatner's basine or whatever his name of the capsule was.
Haven't you ever wanted to go to a cash and carry and just get one of those giant boxes of crisps?
Oh, I'd love that,
bar in a pub. That's all it took.
Yeah. But also when he came off that, when he came off like the thing and he talked to the press, And it was like, that was the most wondrous thing I've ever experienced. He would want to do that again.
Yeah, true.
And you'd say to him, Shatner, Shats, eternity?
Yeah.
He'd be like, oh my God, this is the most wonderful thing.
Yeah.
So he would, and they'd be like, how many crisps do you want? And he'd be like, oh my God, loads. Have you got Broad Cocktail? Have you got those Brannigan's crisps from the 90s that were like mustard flavour?
All right, well, I think we're ready to vote.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, okay. Then.
All those in favour of the newly named Flight of Fancy, which gets rid of Cristiano Ronaldo from this planet of ours.
Yeah.
After 3, say aye. 1, 2, 3.
Aye.
Well done, Mark. Congratulations, your vision.
Well, no, you took it and ran with it, you both.
I'm clapping.
Oh.
It's the first ride I've clapped.
Footballland, Footballland.
And that is it, isn't it?
That's
another episode gone.
So a mixed bag today in terms of ideas and controversy aplenty.
There was
You've basically killed the second best footballer in the world.
No, we haven't killed him.
He's still alive, just
He's
not
still
that we.
alive.
He's Schrodinger's footballer.
Yeah.
We don't know. If he's still
And also, it could reverse the aging process, and he'd love that.
Yeah.
Because he could become 19 again.
Oh, but then there's a horrible kind of apocalyptic film to be made out of in 100 or 1,000 years' time. We get invaded by a colony of Ronaldos.
Oh, but Shatner's because they mated. And they both got younger. They both got younger because those crisps have got oil of
And
Ulay.
so all the Ronaldo wives have beards and crisps.
Yeah. I love crisps, and they come and take our crisps. But like,
That's all they want.
Where's your Brannigan's crisps? We're like, they were 10,000 years ago, guys.
What is Monster Munch flavour?
Okay, all right, we got to go.
Yeah,
Send in your
Send
ideas.
us jingles.
Please rate us and all of that. Okay, bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye. 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 Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.